So I'm going to bring up one of my friends, key resource and sponsor, Shane Simmons, who does the thing kind of like the ice cream of this world. Everybody likes it. Marketing, bringing the patients you want to see, helping people. You can't enjoy your dental life. You can't be profitable. You can't survive and thrive unless you have patients coming in. So Shane, share with us what you do at Crimson Media, and thanks for being here.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Paul. So, basically what it comes down to is we help get patients in the door at your dental practice. And one of the things that, we're noticing through this pandemic, trend that we were in starting back in March is the practices who, when they opened back up, whether it be May, June, depending on where you're at, when they started their marketing right away, those practices have their October and the November schedules normal. It's full like it normally would be. We're getting a lot of calls right now, a practice saying, my October, my November, it looks very bare because those 6-month recalls, we weren't in office at the time. And so what I'm telling people right now is you have to start promoting, you have to start marketing. It's a process where it takes time, it takes some investment to get that name out there, but it's going to be worth it when you're looking 2, 3, 4 months down the road.
It's so important. I want to pause for a second. Our next person coming up, stay tuned for that because helps with this recall, who's a great guy. But I always think this is funny, Shane, and you came, we went out to dinner here and all this stuff. People only do this for the dentist, right? Like, if they don't schedule their 6 months, they're like, oh, I guess I don't have to go back. They don't do this for their hair appointments or things that they want. So I just think it's humorous that us dentists and a little cry inside, like if people miss scheduling their 6 months, it's almost like they don't think they have to come in. But unfortunately, that's the reality with needs versus wants. You want a margarita, you need a cleaning, you'll schedule on open table, but you won't with this. So you're seeing your clients are not having the fullness of their schedules. So what are things that Crimson Media does? I know you do things with implants and new patients. Someone's sitting there thinking, I haven't invested in marketing, or I want to bring in sleep apnea patients. What are some of the things that you guys do to help with that?
Yeah, so basically we help your practice show up wherever your potential patient may be. So specifically, we really like to focus on Google, both from, paid ads and an organic search. Google is everything, right? Anything we want, we go to Google and we find out, where's the best restaurant near me or whatever the case may be. And so we need your dental office to be present, and we need you to be able to capture the attention of these potential patients who are out there searching. So again, people who are really investing in Google, and we're doing ads, we're doing a lot of organic search SEO marketing, they're not having a problem right now for October, November, because they've been visible for several months now. So that's the thing. It's not too late. That's why I want to tell people it's not too late to start investing in your marketing so that you can start getting patients in the door. And by the way, if you need patients like ASAP, next week, consider doing some emergency marketing during that time to at least, start getting that cash flow back up to where, it may have normally been without these 6-month recall declines.
And you and I have known each other for a while. You know how much I love using video, and you talk about this. Just take more videos to share your story. You can do practice updates, and I talk about awareness, attention, just find out momentum. That's what we're doing here. I mean, someone came on, maybe Nita Bond's company. I didn't actually really know people like that existed. To be totally honest, a few years ago, I did not know people like that existed. I'm glad they exist, who can outsource your billing annoyance. So awareness, how do you become aware? Same thing with your patients. Become a local fun expert in your Facebook community. Every town has Facebook groups. People talk about it. So people are on there. I was just listening to a Gary Vee podcast this morning. Not a shocker probably for me, Shane. But people are more into their phones than they've ever been for information. I know it's a double-edged sword with your phone, but sometimes you do just need information from your phone. Where's the nearest nacho place? So Shane, if someone's saying, hey, I want to do more of this, how do they reach out to Crimson Media to do this? And what's that first step process look like?
Yeah, absolutely. So you can go to our website. It's crimsonmediagroup.com. So it's crimsonmediagroup.com. Or you can reach out to me directly here via Facebook in the Dental Nachos group and let them know that Paul and the Nacho team sent you. And what we'll do is we'll run an analysis of your practice and your competitors in the area, figure out kind of where that low-hanging fruit is for you in your marketing, figure out what your goals are, and then we'll try to set you on that path so that way you can fulfill, the goals that you have in your practice.
Yeah, I love that, Shane. You know, this is the time to truly JFO, get yourself set up for 2021 to cry less inside. We don't know what's coming, but we need patience. Also, you know, when you've been a dentist for 15 years like me, or practicing for 15 years, 18 years, you go into your office and it's just nice to do more of the stuff you like to do. You know, class 2 composites really do make you cry inside when you have implant impressions. Even if they were the same profitability, I would still want to do that. It's just extra great that implants are more profitable. I mean, before we wrap up, Shane, and I want to, you know, just share our text code, text Crimson to 55444. You know, you're an awesome guy to talk to and you do great work for our community, but you know our people, the dentist people, they're very suspect. They're like your grandmother hiding in the basement. World is out to get me, apparently, right? Get up, mom, it's fine. So dentists, they're suspect, worried, also tend to be, what is the word? Cheap. Cheap is the word. So share with us a client success story. I know you're sharing with me, who said, I don't know if investing this into marketing, and what happened from that? What kind of cases did they get?
Yeah, no, absolutely. So we had, you know, it was a startup practice. So I think there's nobody maybe a little more frugal than a startup practice, and for, you know, very good reasons. Things are tight when you're starting up. But we had a startup practice that said, you know, I know we want to invest in some marketing, you know, specifically with some implant work. You know, they had done a hybrid course and they were ready to go. And they said, we're ready to start placing implants. We're a little worrisome about it. I said, you know, here's the strategy. Here's what we're going to do. Here's the type of, you know, feedback we'll get off this. And that client in the last, it was 3 months, the last time I spoke with them. So in the last 3 months have placed over 35 implants.
Oh, wow, that's awesome.
In their practice. So sometimes it's just a matter of you have to put yourself out there. Every practice, you know, has something special, something unique. Now it's time to get that in front of your prospective patients.
And that's how you make yourself. And I bet, Shane, me knowing dentists so well, I don't want to brag, but I think I talk to more dentists than anyone on earth. There's an award for that. Maybe people can make an award show and give it to me. But I talk to so many dentists, and I would bet that that dentist is really happy to bring in the dollars, but just as happy, if not happier, to do the thing that they learned to do. Yep. Is that accurate?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, she's much more fulfilled. And again, it's a startup practice and she's not having to worry so much on the drill and fill in her office as much as she's getting to do these high value cases, change people's lives. And then, by the way, promoting those stories into these marketing channels so that we have this flywheel effect kind of happening. So absolutely spot on.
Yeah. And I think, you know, you're a good friend and key resource sponsor. This is what you should say to dentists. Do you want to produce more patient-centered dentistry without working more hours? We can help you do that. Because no dentist wants to work more hours because dentisting hours are dog-ear hours. But the hours that you're there, make them as fulfilling as possible, whether from the patient-centered view, from the productivity view, from the team view. So thanks for being an awesome resource, Shane. We really appreciate it. We'll connect our Nachos to you.
Awesome. Thanks, Paul.
Awesome.